I'm Nick Pinkston, the founder and CEO of Plethora. I grew up making things for a long time, so like when I was little I used to make like electronics and model rockets, and eventually I got into making race cars. And then I started a hackerspace called Hack Pittsburgh, and I had a couple of companies that made things. The last one was Cloud Fab, which was sort of like trying to do the same thing of helping manufacturing. And then we basically realized that manufacturing was way too complicated for people, and that a lot of the problem was that like all the engineering involved was like very expensive and slow. So essentially this is what led us to say, okay, we need to automate that, and then hence Plethora. I mean, fundamentally, we're a service that helps people make things. So, engineers or designers come to us, and, basically when you come to us, you see us through a plugin inside of your CAD software. And so as you're designing, we give you the price in real time, and then, as you're designing, it tells you, and we also give you feedback on your design. So as you're making, features in your part, we're telling you, yeah, this does or does not work. It knows the entire factory. And then after it's good, you hit buy, and then our factory system essentially does all the engineering, all the programming of the machines automatically, and then it just spits your parts out and then sends them to you. So it's fundamentally a service to make things. The harder things, I've been pretty not surprised actually. I feel like we knew what was going on, the company has a pretty good roadmap and we know it. The real thing is just like, most problems are actually more about human problems. How do you find good people? How do you get them motivated? How do you keep them on track? How do you get them to not fight? Those are the main things. I think like managerial problems are more than technical problems. The technical stuff has been, it's hard, but it's straightforward. You know what it is. Humans, they're more unpredictable. I mean, when you're thinking about applications for this, we serve anyone from like a garage workshop, people who are making some little device, all the way up to huge industrials like General Electric. So, all in between. So it's really, when you get down to it, engineering is about a small team working on some small project, and maybe you have a bunch of those together and it's an airplane, or maybe you have one of those and it's a simple product, but we help kind of all of them. When I came to San Francisco from Pittsburgh, I was like, there must already be a hardware meetup here, I'll just find it. Unfortunately, that wasn't true, and so I had to create my own, and I found that like a bunch of people wanted this, and it just grew like crazy. So I think that overall, like karma in this sort of like actual sense happens when you like just help the community helps you. And so I'm really happy that we have like, I think 5,000 people in the San Francisco hardware startup meetup, and then I think there's almost 40 of them around the world now. So I'm happy that like I just asked a bunch of my friends around the world to do it. So it's been great seeing how it worked out. I feel like always emphasize like the problem your customer has, not the technology. So many people come out of school in robotics programs and it's like, I have this cool thing I invented in my PhD. It's like, actually that's irrelevant. I'm sorry. Like, you need to think about the customer problems first. I think it's the biggest mistake I see in robotics right now.